It's the koi pond. It's happening. Look at this. And guess who I have? I got Woody, everybody.
Well, you got to be more specific. Nobody knows who that is.
So, well, let's just keep okay. Woody from the Woody Show.
There we go. I'll take the plug.
Yeah. How many markets is the Woody Show in?
Almost 30. I know you had Menace on, and he didn't have a really specific number, but yeah, it's 27, 25 markets.
Damn, dude. You know what's crazy is we live in that time now where it's like radio it's one, just hard to be on a specific market, but to go syndicated, right? Would that be syndicated?
Yeah. Yep.
To go 30 markets, that's so cool, man. So congratulations.
Yeah, so far so good. It's better to be more needed than less needed, especially in weird times. So
yeah, man.
They say it's essential. It's not really an essential business. I mean, not the part that we do. People that do like news and getting information out to people. You've been on our show, not the kind of thing that you would really call essential, but we're happy to be there.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that your show should be also classified as heroes?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Are you saying the Woody Show is full of heroes right now?
No, what I'm saying is we don't even qualify as essential. We shouldn't, but we somehow do, and I don't understand why. Seems kind of silly.
I love the fact that you guys are going into the studio. What kind of precautions are you guys doing when you go to the studio? Because everyone's doing this via Zoom. Look at me. We're doing this via Zoom.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to do the Woody Show via Zoom?
Because as you can see with most people that are doing this, like the people that just don't have the equipment to make it sound right,
Yeah.
And it's obviously, could be a very simple thing if everybody had the right technology, but it's not the internet part of things as much as it is like cameras and microphones. Like I see some of these people that are on television doing television shows from their houses. Like, you guys are in TV and you have been for years. You can't figure out simple things like audio or lighting or anything. It looks so bad. And so like rather than be a bad listener or viewer experience, we'd rather just go in, man. None of us are sick. None of us are going anywhere besides to the studio where it's just us, and then back to our house.
Yeah.
So,
this is what's crazy now though, is we live in a time where content is accessible, right, in your hands. And
right.
I feel like that people, especially this generation, they like the grittier and the most unproduced stuff. It's like you give them the most beautiful, well-shot stuff, and they'll pick that grittier, raw, whatever it is. So I feel like, yeah, I get it. The production value should be like tip-top, but I feel like the audience does not give a shit anymore.
Yeah, I talked about this years ago, and I kind of figured that a lot of that changed when everybody started getting bootleg downloads from Napster and all those other sites, because it didn't matter that it wasn't CD quality. It didn't sound great, but man, fuck, they got it for free, and that's all that mattered.
Yeah, just the fact that they felt like they were stealing shit.
Yeah,
they're like, ooh,
they didn't pay for it.
Yeah, I feel like
there's a lot of digital garble in there, but man, it kind of sounds like the song I was looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
What's really funny?
I feel like this was legally stolen, so I'm happy.
Yeah, so you were talking about what precautions are we taking, and I would really tell you very few, other than you can't go anywhere anyway. It's all closed, right? But
yeah,
your friend who's on my show, Menace, who you've had on the Koi Pond before, I mentioned him earlier.
Yes.
This guy, he doesn't wear a mask when he's just in the studio or preparing with us. He waits until the 5 other people who are going to be in the building for the day.
Yeah.
He waits until they show up so he can be seen with his mask on.
That's hysterical.
He doesn't wear it at any other time. It's just when other people are walking around so he can be seen as like this, really cool, fashionable, proactive guy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I was in I'm pretty sure his mask is off-white. I was in Ralph's like right before they were telling everybody to like stock up for the next 2 weeks, and it was a fucking madhouse, man. Like every freezer just empty, every aisle empty, everything empty, and I'm filling up my cart because I'm one of those people that buy into the fear. The fear, whatever you guys. Oh, I'm a panic buy.
That's what my wife says. I said, I'll check in with my wife. I'm the one who goes grocery shopping because I'm the one going out to work. So I'm the one guy in our house that if something is needed to go fetch, I fetch.
Yeah, you're the fetcher.
Yeah, so
you're willing. You know what you are, Woody? You're willing to die for your family.
That's right. Maybe I am a hero. You're
a hero.
Yeah, I am putting myself out there.
Here's a hero. Here's a hero. All right, I'm not going to do the stereotype, the obvious stereotype, but there is no traffic. There is no traffic. There's you're literally. I know where that room. I know where you're sitting right now, and from your room,
it's 12 feet away.
From wherever your bed is to wherever you're sitting, not that far. Tell him it's going to be 17.
He's got like a reclaimed wood wall there.
Is that a beautiful reclaimed wall? It's beautiful. That's a beautiful wall.
It serves as a great background.
It's a beautiful background.
A little bit of a mix-up.
Thank you for being 22 minutes late. Look, we're looking at heroes. We're looking at heroes, Dre. Woody's on with us again.
Hey, Woody.
And Woody goes to the studio. He's not doing his show via Zoom like a lot of these radio shows are doing it. He literally is – all of them are actually literally going into the studio.
Wow.
During this whole time.
It's just you're going to work, and you're. It's like it's not a big. People act as if we're running into a fire, or I don't know. I got in a little bit of trouble. I think Joe, you and I were talking about this. Speaking over FaceTime. That's the only way Joe will ever call you is on FaceTime. By the way, for those of you.
Oh yeah.
Who are not the only way to be friends with Joe. Like if Joe calls, it's on FaceTime.
Listen, man, we've been waiting our whole lives for this option, for this type of technology. And for you not to use it, go fuck yourself. When I was a kid, George Jetson would get calls from his wife all the time. It would be a video, and I'd be like, what?
Right.
And I remember watching the Jetsons going, that'll never happen.
Never happen.
That'll never happen. It's happening.
Yeah, and now people take it for granted, right? Because we don't even use it. It's here. We don't even fuck with it.
That's what I was just saying. Woody, you're the guy that hates to use it. Every time I call you FaceTime, it takes me 3 calls before you pick up.
All right. So for those of you who don't know who I am, which is many people, I look how people with food poisoning feel. It's not a great experience. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm kind of doing you a favor by just picking up the phone and talking to you old-timey, just, no visual. But I do pick up time for you. You're actually one of the few people I pick up a FaceTime for.
No, that's very nice of you.
But we were talking, and I wanted to get, Dre, I'll get your opinion on this too. There's a lot of things you're seeing, like, our frontline workers, our heroes who are going out there and really putting themselves in harm's way. And you get the doctors, the nurses, firefighters, EMT, policemen, grocery store workers. I'm like, wait, hold on, what? Grocery store workers. Like, I appreciate there's a difference. People think, okay, you can't, it's either you have to have hero worship, there has to be a 21 cart salute, or you don't appreciate them at all. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I don't appreciate what they're doing, but there's a lot of people who are still out there working. And I don't know, I think heroes is just kind of getting loosely thrown around.
You say there's some middle ground there.
There's got to be something between, like you're doing your job, and I appreciate that, you know, and then people who should be considered heroes.
Yeah.
Like, I think when you sign up for your job, if you signed up for your job knowing that there was a chance that you'd be putting your life in danger, policeman, firefighter, things like that, joining the military, something like that, hero. When you took a job at Ralph's, you weren't thinking that you're putting your life in danger.
Do you know how dangerous those carts are right now?
Well, it's just to say,
like, that's easy, Woody, to just go grab random carts from the parking lot that might have COVID on it? It's 6 hours.
Or what about accepting a credit card and sliding it through the machine? That's pretty risky.
You die, Woody. You die.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just an asshole, but like, I don't know. It kind of made me feel like it's not fair to people who should legitimately be considered and put into the category of heroes.
We're just like you said. We're using the word loosely.
Yeah,
sure.
And there's a lot of that.
Can't keep saying hero to everybody.
Not everybody's an influencer either.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. We got to stay either. Are we staying on the hero topic or the influencer?
No, we're talking about things that get like thrown around pretty loosely. Celebrity, influencer, hero.
Can I say this about hero? Let's go back to hero, okay?
Okay, all right.
Do you not feel a certain kind of attitude and arrogance with some of these employees, like at a Home Depot,
yes,
or at a Lowe's, and
okay. This type of behavior.
Slow down, you guys.
This type of behavior. Anybody who's ever been to a concert or any kind of concert venue, this behavior is typically reserved for people who work at venues. To treat people like shit.
Yeah.
Like to have like some kind of like god power over people. I've been told, you know, I have to go to a lot of shows for, you know, my job to do stage announcements or it's part of a station concert or whatever. I've literally had these power tripping, you know, venue people. I'm standing and I know to stand out of the fucking way, man. I don't need to be told to stay out of the way. I know. Yeah. Like everybody's trying to work. I'm not trying to get a glimpse of whoever the person is there who's performing. I'm just there to do my job the same way they are doing their job. I've been told you can't stand here, and they literally want to move me 2 feet to the left or the right. And it's like that was some big fucking difference. It was just one of these things they had to tell me to do something just so they can, you know, tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm. I had
now you got that everywhere.
Yeah, this is man, I'm telling you, this is at the airport. This is just before it all shut down, okay? I'm not going to tell you what country because I don't want to do this. I don't want people mad at me. I don't want to start something.
Give us a hint.
Huh?
What does it rhyme with?
Give us a hint.
It rhymes with Canada.
Okay. Got it.
So I'm coming. It's my whole group, and like it's all over the news. You know what I mean? It hasn't been shut down yet, but like everyone's like, COVID, right? And I'm going through security, and this lady is a complete just the way she was acting was just like you said, like you know, one of the just this arrogance, right? Like just like this attitude. And when I walked by her, I put my bag on. It was me and God, who else was with me? I can't remember who was with me. Put my bag on. He put his bag on, and she started spraying alcohol where we were standing, like she's killing the virus that went airborne.
Yeah.
The virus, which is your aura. Your aura was the virus.
She killed my aura, my spirit, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, it's funny, Joe. I thought of you when I saw this video online. There's this woman in Detroit, and I thought of like all the stories that you tell about your mom and. You know, it reminded me of some of my friends' moms too, but this woman was freaked out. She's dressed like head to toe garbage bags. She's got like a plastic bottle over her face. Like she's made her own.
She made an N95. She made an N95.
Yeah, but anyway, like I guess the kids were still going to school at this point. So the son's there at the bus stop and she's spraying them in the fucking face with Lysol.
Yeah.
He's like doing this.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill the kid with Lysol.
Yeah, he doesn't have COVID anymore, but he's also blind now. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
I was reading on the back of those Lysol
for mesothelioma.
Yeah. I was reading the back of these Lysol cans, and it says kills corona. It says kills coronavirus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know, there's like
on the back of the Lysol can.
Yeah, but you know how many different kinds of coronavirus has been around for a long time. This is just the newest strain of coronavirus.
Okay.
Like there are many different coronaviruses. This is just the latest and one that we don't have any kind of.
This is the 2020.
The 19.
2000. Oh yeah. This is the 19 in 2020. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna do something real quick, and I want you guys to just tell me how you feel. When you see, like, if we go to war or whatever, right? We'll send news reporters in. They risk their lives. They got a bulletproof vest on that says media, right. And they're in the trenches. People are shooting ARs at each other, bullets flying, bombs going off, everything. Death is within reach with these news reporters. Why do we not have that same? Why do we not have that same type of media coverage with this virus going on right now? Why don't I see anyone in the trenches?
Oh, you mean like
in the IC units?
Like,
why are we sharing? Why are we sharing this? Why are we sharing the same footage from Italy and New York, and they're saying it's 2 different hospitals? Why
like with full hazmat.
Why not? Why not? I think as people that are locked in their houses would love to really see why we're locked out of our houses. Why can't we go into those hospitals? Show me what's going on. If you're really going to scare me, show me.
Well, one reason they can't about the hospitals is there's the HIPAA compliance. So
what
you
is that?
You can't really show
the privacy stuff.
The privacy, yeah. So you can't really show like patients.
It's all that shit.
Well, you don't have to show patients. You don't have to show patients.
Yeah, blur their face.
What else would convince us though?
Complete fucking chaos in ICU. Show me the complete I want to see the staff going, "You're out of ventilators! You're out of ventilators! We need more ventilators!"
Like
I haven't seen it,
but yet, or house.
I'm just saying, and I'm not disrespecting the hospitals. What they are doing
sounds like it.
Beautiful.
Sounds like you.
Wow, Woody. Wow, Woody. Wow.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
I'm just saying. I would like to go in. Just go in and show us, man. I think we deserve it.
Yeah.
We've all been locked in.
Well,
show us. And I'm not. Hey, look, I know there's a high risk because my friend.
Theorist at all?
Hold on, Woody. Hold on, Woody. My friend, our friend, was in ICU. He had COVID, and he. If I didn't get a phone call, a FaceTime, thank you very little, you fucking asshole, Woody. If he didn't FaceTime me, I wouldn't have seen how bad it was. And it's something like that. That image, bro, it was bad. He was really, really, really bad. Couldn't breathe. Even the smallest breath, he was coughing. Just his eyes were tired. He said that he was taking, and this is March. This is like March 14th or something like that. Right? It was around March 14th. And that's another thing that confused me is he told me that the doctor gave him that drug for malaria.
Yeah.
Even before Trump even said anything, this is what the hospitals are doing. And
I guess like Rita Wilson got that same stuff too. She was just did an interview talking about like the side effects of it or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, here's your choice. You want to die or you want to live? It's like, yeah, there's a risk and a reward. That's in every kind of medicine. I mean, my sister has lupus. She takes that medication. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this medication has been around for years. But what I'm saying is, why isn't the public knowing about it? Like, why do they have to wait for Trump to say something and now they're bashing him for it? It's not like something he announced. Like, this is something they were already giving patients.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not a conspiracy theory guy. Like, I'm typically like, when it comes to any of that kind of shit, I'm like, don't even waste my time with that. But there's a lot of like really weird things surrounding this for, whether it be, all of a sudden the president has to order that all these companies start making ventilators and shit because New York is underwater and, needing ventilators. Right. And then all of a sudden I read today that New York is giving 500 ventilators to some other place because they said that their healthcare situation is now under control. Like from the time they made the announcement that these, companies have to start making these ventilators, there's no way they would even have the chance to get them up and running and make them. So maybe for next time, I don't know. Like, so
it was really crazy about that whole ventilator situation because it was like, and I'm speaking
maybe because they were planning for so many more people. Like maybe it was just like you're talking about your panic buying at the grocery store. Maybe they're like panic ordering, ventilators and shit.
They over-ordered.
We over-ordered. Okay, so Trey,
here's the malaria drug. Let me ask about the malaria drug real quick. So you mentioned that.
I'm just speaking on behalf of what I know that his life was saved.
Yeah,
he was on his deathbed. He was literally on his deathbed. They pumped him up with that malaria drug, and I mean he's home with his family now.
It's like that. The Z-Pak and zinc, I think, is like the concoction that they use for. COVID-19, at least what they're trying to use. But my question
sounds like a nice cocktail to me.
Yeah, right. But no, like my thing is, I don't know why, as soon as President Trump mentions something, it just gets shit on. This is the problem with partisan politics. I'm not a Trump guy. I fucking hate all of them because it's because of the partisanship. But if it's so bullshit and he's mentioning this and everybody's like, this is ridiculous, why does it seem like every day there's a different story about a different state or a different government body or whatever stockpiling the shit? It must work. You're talking about Michael Yo, it must work.
Well, there's also that one lady from Detroit. I think she was from. I can't remember her name, but she's a Democrat. They interviewed her, and she was on her deathbed, and she heard Trump talk about this medication. Asked the doctor, got it. She's okay. Look, I don't care what side of politics you're on. I give two fucks, man.
Yeah, I want the best
All
idea.
I'm saying is,
I'm willing to try anything.
Dude, the whole world is shut down. If something out there is working, let us use it. And not only that, let me have the option to take it.
Yeah, now, Joe, isn't it true? Because this is what he told me privately, Dre. We were talking about this, and he said that if he ever got the coronavirus and the only option to save him was to suck a cock, he would do it.
only if the malaria virus is in there, or the malaria pill.
Making eye contact with the receiver the entire time. That's what he said.
Do you
like that, Dre? Like this, Dre.
Dick?
Huh?
Do you get a choice of dick, or is it just
no? There's no choice.
It's on a wheel, and then the doctor.
You fucking wheel it, then a fucking dick pops out.
That's right.
Yeah, your life will be saved. You're like, whoa, that's a two-hander.
You're doing
the glory hole vaccine.
What am I eating, a hoagie? That's no hoagie, buddy.
I mean, you
might want to put some chili on that foot long, buddy. It's gonna save your life.
Are either one of you a conspiracy theorist at all? Is there any conspiracy theory that you actually believe could be true? I mean, there's a billion of them out there. But
surrounding this, or just in general?
Just in general.
Well, I mean, I've always said that. The only thing that I think surrounding this one particular issue, and I don't think coincidence plays a part in this, is the Gates Foundation and his TED Talk about the pandemic. And push, I feel like those are just too close together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like just him talking about it 3 years.
Like
but I think there's been an awareness, though. I mean, Obama made a speech in 2014 concerning the same things. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's always been known
it's just really
that
interesting. Like, yeah, it's just interesting to me.
Possible.
This pops up. And we've had SARS and we've had swine flu and things like that, but it's never been to where everybody's been fucking Dre. I was right in the middle of it.
Christ, Dre! God, what is wrong with you?
It's a bad day today, guys. All right,
it's a bad day.
Just don't put a dick in my mouth, please.
Well, do you have a headache?
Well, it's like there's never been at the time with all these other things that have popped up and have been issues everywhere, like where everybody's been quarantined or locked down. Now all of a sudden there's this, and I know it's probably been around much longer than people even realize at this point. But let's just say it goes back to September, October of last year. You mean to tell me that one person eats a bat, and then the next thing you know, we have this many cases on every continent, all over the world? Like it seems really fast, and it just seems like there's got to be something else that we're missing, and I'm not sure. I hate to be a conspiracy theory guy. It just from a common sense standpoint doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. But fuck it, what do we know?
I mean, I just think if I'm thinking from a historical perspective that the United States, we have been insulated from things like this for a long time, and I just think it got away from us. Whoever, I don't know who's at fault. I don't know, you know what I mean? I just think somewhere along the line it just got away from us as far as us protecting ourselves from a pandemic. Simple as that. I just think that it kind of went to a back burner as far as priority was concerned.
Yeah. I think we're gonna. Oh, go ahead, Woody.
I say how long? If they said today there's a press conference, governor says, "All right, we're opening things back up. You can go to restaurants now. You can go to anything that's open. You can go to."
I'm going.
You're going right now?
Oh, right away.
Dude, the fucking press conference wouldn't even be over.
I'm out till October. I'm out till October. Still.
Are you really?
All right. Okay.
I'm a little nervous, man.
Okay. Let me just ask you this, Dre, because you're nervous. The reason why I'm not nervous, I was very nervous when I called, and I believe you were too, Dre, because we both knew about it before anybody else, and we both saw his reaction. We saw how he was. And it was during at the height, the climate, right? Like right at the beginning. And we were like, holy fuck, this is closer than we think. You know what I mean? And it's scarier than I thought. Then I noticed he beat it. Then you're getting all these celebrities that got it. Rita, Tom. I don't even know what happened with KD. He was the first one to announce that he had it. And
he's fine.
I know, but I'm just saying, I just feel like everyone that's getting it is okay. So,
except for the 30,000
cure is there.
that died.
Well, I know there's people that die, but then again, people always die. But people have always died.
Hilarious.
No, I mean, like, I get it. This is a very serious strand of the flu. But right now, I'm feeling like I'm leaning more towards like, hey, this is a curable flu. If you catch this virus, it is more on the curable side. I'm seeing a lot of people. What's his name? The royalty guy. What was the guy that was out in the
Boris Johnson.
Andrew? Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, Boris
Johnson. I'm sorry, Andrew. I don't know where they came from. Anyways, on his deathbed, boom, he's okay. It's like, you know what I mean? I'm confused, but I know that when they open this thing up, I'm fucking going.
So you think we're closer to what they call
we're already there.
A herd immunity? Where
I think we're
people
already
are going to
there.
get it now. As a community, we're going to get immune.
I bet you.
I think we need to, as a community, to fucking. You need to get dirty. You need to get it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what we should do? Here's what we should do. This is what we do. You know how about back in the day, like parents used to get their kids together if they had chicken pox. One kid in the neighborhood had chicken pox. They had like chicken pox parties because they wanted. They would make the kids get together, and so the kids would just because you want that as a
all
kid.
At once.
You didn't want that as an adult. It's bad as an adult, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, COVID-19. There are some younger people that have same as like, you know, kids with chickenpox. There's some kids that have like a really bad reaction to it.
Yeah.
But most kids are fine. COVID-19, most younger people seem to be fine with it. It's these older people who, you know, for whatever reason, just because they're old or they have some underlying conditions or whatever, they're the ones that seem to have a harder time with it. You know,
Woody, what you're saying is let's open up Staples, let's open up the Forum, let's sell tickets. Why not? Why not make a buck off of it? $10 a head.
Well, okay, look,
and we all get sick together.
Okay, now you're being that
Get it
guy.
over with.
Now you're being that guy. No,
just get it over with.
It is what I'm saying, Dre. It is a gradual thing. And if you say open up Staples, 100% for me. But then again, I do want it to be gradual because, yes, you don't want like 30,000 people just migrating together all of a sudden right when this thing opens. What I'm saying is maybe a gradual thing. Open up the economy. Let me go sit down in a restaurant. Let me go to the mall and walk around. Dude, we got to do it. We have to do it. Look out! Hold on, I'm sorry, Trey. I don't mean to interrupt because you know me. I'll forget what the fuck I'm trying to say. Is now an X-Men. I want to be an X-Men. I want to be an X-Men. Has it, and they want his blood because that he's supposed to donate his
antibodies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want that. Give it, let's go, man. Like, let's. That's the part of life. We need to whatever it is out there. Our immune system needs to conquer it and battle it, and that's life, man. So
what I do find suspicious as a black man is that at the beginning there were rumors black people can't get it because of the melanin in their skin, right? And then in the last week,
God, I always wanted melanin.
Hold on.
Oh, there's more. There's more.
It's gonna cost you.
Oh, okay.
I suffer from olive skin.
Okay. What else?
And then in the last week, it becomes we're the highest risk. And I just don't. I'm just like I don't. That's one
pissing
thing.
Me off, man.
That's a little fear mongering to me. That
it is, like, bro. That is fear mongering,
sure.
and that's the one thing I can't stand. And that's why. And here's another thing that you said, Woody, about conspiracies, bro. When you have all those news outlets that are owned by the same company that steer to a certain whatever political campaign or whatever it is, I feel like they fear monger. They manipulate.
Because that's what sells. That's what gets people to pay attention.
Yeah, because I feel like they're all on the same page. It's like, you mean there's not one journalist that has its own opinion? There's not one news outlet that has their own opinion.
I think
it's like they're all
knows.
saying the same shit.
Because none of them know. Like, we don't have an answer for it yet. There's no,
there's
no fix for it. There's no vaccine yet. There's nothing like that. So they're all talking in circles about the same shit. And Dre, quick question. Don't you think that's a small price to pay for the big dick? Like, I know a lot of white guys who would like go, you know what? I'll take my chances, but do I get a big dick for the rest of my life?
Listen, the big dick has benefited me far more than the bad credit has hurt.
And that's where the vaccine lies. That's where all the melatonin is. It's the darkest part on your body, Trey.
It's like CBD. It's the end.
I've watched black porn before. And that penis is a lot darker. Always. Even the light-skinned guy.
It's where the cure is, man.
That's where the cure is.
The fear definitely has people, man. Like, I was asking people, like, okay, so when will you go out? Like, once the restrictions are lifted? And I've heard people say more than once that I'm not going anywhere until the number of coronavirus cases is 0. And it's like, you dumb shit. That's never happening. It's here.
Never going to happen.
It's like the flu is here. Like, it's a thing. We got to figure out how to deal with it. And the whole point of having people stay in and social distance and all that shit is to not overwhelm the healthcare system. Yes. And once it's to a point where we're not overwhelming the healthcare system, like, do they think that it's going to get to a point where people don't die? No, we have a flu vaccine, a vaccine for all these other strands of the flu every year. And guess what? For some people, it works really well. Other people, it doesn't work so much. And then people still, every year, a lot of people die of the flu every single year.
Don't say a lot. Yeah. Lots. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Even with a vaccine, people still die.
A lot of them.
You know? And so people will still die from COVID-19.
Yes.
It's just they'll have a vaccine so that, the majority of people won't get it, or, we can get to a point where we're not transmitting it. And it's not as contagious as it is apparently right now, where it's everywhere.
I will say this, you guys. Now that we're inside, you're breaking your immune system down. And you are. And you need to exercise. And I can't say this for everyone, because a lot of people live in an apartment. A lot of people live in a studio, and it's a lot harder because it's more like it's more confined. And I get it, bro. You have to exercise right now.
For sure.
Have to. This is the most important time mentally. You got to build your immune system up. I was watching this this one doctor talk about it, how being isolated and God, what am I trying to say? Self-quarantine, your immune system drops because it's fighting nothing. So you need to build it up. So eat your dark greens, you guys. I know, Woody, you hate dark greens. Eat your dark greens. You got to get a lot of kale. You got to get a lot of spinach. Get your vitamin A up. Get your vitamin D up, because not a lot of people are going out into the sun. You need that sun. You get melatonin. Ask Dre about that. You need a lot of vitamins. Get those essential
melatonin, melanin.
Get that stud up. Just exercise, you guys. I'm preaching, but I'm not doing it. But now, after watching,
thank you. Because I was just going to say.
No, but Woody, I was watching it last night. I started
exercising less than a week ago.
God damn it, Woody! Will you listen to me? I just watched this doctor yesterday, and he's right. He is right. I do feel groggy, and the reason why I feel groggy and out of it is because I'm not exercising. Just that activity of going outside and walking, you got to do it.
Even mentally, if you're sitting in and you're intaking all the talk about COVID-19, right?
Yeah.
And then you go outside. I was in for probably 7-8 days, and I went out, and I immediately felt sick. Do you know what I mean? Like mentally, it just it was like psychosomatic, right? Like I go outside and I'm like, oh, I don't feel well. Like my throat feels, and it was just like a mental thing. So you have to make sure that you adjust yourself mentally and don't just like isolate yourself for too long.
It's the opposite for me, man. Like the minute you walk outside, even get the mail and the fresh air, like my wife and I have been keeping windows and doors open, man. It's like, it feels great.
Yeah. Get out there
more.
I will say,
I should exercise, Joe. I just choose not to.
You have a beautiful exercise room.
That's your choice.
Yeah.
That's your option.
Yeah, that's your option, Woody.
My choice.
You're allowed. You have a beautiful TV inside your exercise room. Watch TV in there.
Yeah. See, again, spoken like a man. You are pulling right now what a lot of people do. Like they just read an article and then they call their friends and you go, yeah, well, you heard about the whatever, right? Oh, you didn't? Oh my God, dude. It's like you've been so woke on it for like you've been preaching this forever. You just read it.
Wow.
Dude,
wow.
We spoke and you said, dude, I bought all this new exercise shit. I haven't used it. Let's start using it together. Let's start exercising together.
Woody,
you said.
Woody, I just told you I saw this guy like the other day. He inspired me.
Yeah.
Yes, I haven't done anything yet.
I see. I saw. Yes, you have. I saw you and Joe working out in your gym.
See?
You guys are exercising.
See?
And I said, motherfucker, he was serious.
Yep.
He really was going to start using that stuff.
Yeah, got to start using it. Hey, look, I want to tell everybody that's listening, yes, you are heroes, okay? What Woody was saying is there's certain people, we use the word loosely, but we're in no way are we bashing, in no way when I said send the media in there, you just got to understand there's a lot of people locked up and don't know what's going on, and I'm one of them. And 100%, 1,000,000%, God bless all the frontline people. I love you guys risking it and going into work. The nurses and the doctors and the firemen and God bless you guys, man. Thank you.
I think what Woody's saying is that there's this perspective and there's a scale. There's Superman and there's Shazam. That's all we're saying.
I like Shazam.
You like Shazam. Everybody does. But he's not Superman.
You should have put that little piece that you just had there, Joe, closer to the actual conversation, because the people that heard the first conversation are all pissed off and fuck this guy. They already clicked it off, and this way you can go back and no, I did say. I said.
Yeah. You're right. Aristotle, did you hear that? Let's move that to the front.
We'll edit it in post.
Before you post this, Aristotle, move that to the front.
Like a little disclaimer. Yeah. But so do you have another unpopular opinion? Because for me, I was surprised by sharing, I don't know, I think we're using the term hero too loosely. I was surprised, honestly, about how unpopular an opinion that was.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I say plenty of stuff I think that.
Well, you should say it. You should say it.
But it's an unpopular opinion. Do you have anything that you hold as truth that would be an unpopular opinion?
I think the word model should stop. I come from an era when a model was
Yeah.
Model. You got the cover of Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated. You're a model.
Yeah.
You know what?
If you sign with an agency,
you're a model. Look, and you know what, Andre? That's a very easy one. I'm going to move that off to the side.
Okay.
How about this? Photographer.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit. I feel like everyone that buys a Canon, all of a sudden they're a photographer.
Well, no, dude, you got to be a fucking retard now not to be able to take a good picture with the phones.
Yeah.
Right.
Seriously, how dumb do you have to be?
You know what's crazy? I never even thought of that until you said that, Woody. But you ever drive on the freeway and look up and it says "taken with an iPhone"? I'm like, motherfucker, that's a photographer. Look at that photographer. Well, why the fuck am I hiring the guy for $4,000?
Yeah,
that was taken with an iPhone, and it's on a billboard on a national campaign. Holy shit!
Well, the funny thing is, sucker, you have the new iPhone, and yet these people break out all this gear and shit and different lenses and everything else, and you're just your shit looks just as good.
Yeah. Yours is on the cover of National Geographic. How'd you shoot it? I was just looking at it. And then I pressed the red button. Next thing you know, I won an award.
Used to be a sign of a true photographer is they could take a cool looking picture at night, get stars and maybe the moon in the shot and stuff like that. Now, dumb, night mode, easy.
Yeah. Yo, I was watching, here's a good documentary if you're on Netflix, LA Originals. It's cartoon and Esteban. Yeah,
So
dope, man. And I've been blessed to meet those guys. I met them 20-something years ago. And I just remember meeting Cartoon, and Esteban was right behind him. Little ass camera with film. This dude had to shoot that shit, and he had to pray to God he hit that shot because he only had 24 frames to work with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And maybe 20% of those frames are the shot, you know, and just seeing his work, you know, when they kept posting like just legendary shots, you know what I mean, of concerts and that he shot. This was all done with film. And to this day, he still shoots like that. Now these guys have a memory card that can store up to 5 million pictures, which means they can just go. I hope one of them got it.
Exactly.
This guy had 24 frames during a 3-hour concert, and he's like, only brought 3 rolls.
Right.
Pretty amazing.
Right. Yeah.
It's a bit.
Yeah,
so,
people argue that taking pictures on film is better. I argue that there's no possible chance that's right. People argue that music is better on vinyl. That's only because you're trying to be like a hipster cool guy. There's no way that's right. With the hiss and the crackle and everything else. There's something maybe like charming and romantic about it, like, but
right, for sure.
That's not right. And I also never believe 2 things that people in Hollywood say. Number one, they worked on a movie for months at a time. They say, didn't watch it. Bullshit, you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
You know you watched it. You wanted to see how you did. Like I don't believe that, and I don't believe when guys who like big actors who have really made it, they go, I prefer the stage. Do you? No, you don't. You're not gonna trade your life that you have from being a big film star to be like some struggling fucking stage actor working in some shitty neighborhood playhouse.
I prefer off Broadway in a black box theater. Fuck you.
I'm a big.
You prefer that? You prefer that now that you're a mega millionaire? Right. That when you were making $2 an hour.
I have a big nationally syndicated radio show. It was much better when I was in the shitty radio station that was behind a carpeting on the walls, making nothing.
Much
better.
Yeah. What is that makes people do that? That makes people downplay where they are.
Because I think they're worried about people feel like how you see now with celebrities taking shit for posting from their house, going like, oh, I'm in quarantine, and they're in their big house. Like they're supposed to feel bad because people are giving Ellen DeGeneres shit because she's put. What kind of fucking house do you think that Ellen DeGeneres
where
lived
the
in?
fuck are they supposed to quarantine?
Yeah.
Are they supposed to rent a smaller house to quarantine it?
Yeah, like where do you think she lives? Well, that's not cool for her to be, showing, her big spacious mansion when there's other people out there. Like, come on, man. Where do you think Ellen lived?
Yeah.
Come on.
Stop, you guys.
I think people worry about that. I think people worry about how they're going to be perceived, and that's the thing. It's like I wish I came off as a better person in a lot of ways, and I have tried. Like,
hold on, Woody. That'll never happen.
Yeah. I've tried. I know it'll never happen.
We've had this talk so many times, Woody. It'll never happen. I've talked to you every year. It won't fucking happen. So we're just going to accept you for who you are, Woody.
Right.
You give us tickets to Disneyland every year.
Yep.
I'm going to take it. You have a sweet dude. There's a candy heart underneath that sour body of yours.
There is, but people won't acknowledge that if you share too much, right?
Yeah.
And if you're really truly honest about stuff, and I value authenticity so much more than I value anything else.
Yeah.
Like if someone is just authentic and I know exactly where they're coming from, and I feel like you're just a better person, regardless of what you said. Like I feel like you're just a better person because at least I know where you stand, and you're not trying to be some phony bullshit artist trying to convince other people of this character that you've developed. Yep. And present yourself. So like I said, I've tried. Yeah. Like maybe I shouldn't say that or whatever, but then I find like there's something I can't help it.
Yeah.
And also it goes to I'm not afraid of confrontation. So I'm also good with we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But I would rather at least have I don't need you to convince me. I'd like to hear your take. I'll share I'm not trying to convince you either, but let's just share shit and talk about stuff and, not worry about, what the other person, comes off to the, looking like. image.
I'd rather hang out with a person with an honest opinion than that person that always has the general opinion.
Yeah.
That all goes with whatever the rest of the world is saying. I don't trust those people.
Like I told Joe the other day in confidence that it turns out this is a friend of his, and I felt really bad that a friend of his.
Don't do this now. No, Woody. No. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, Woody.
This is what I'll say.
Woody, stop it. Shut, Woody. God damn it, Woody. Shut up. Shut up, Woody.
Juicy.
I will cut it out.
Be good.
Aristotle, it's 101.
No,
Woody,
listen.
shut up. Don't fucking do it, Woody. Don't.
You didn't do anything wrong.
I know, but please, no.
I'm not.
Don't.
Yeah, do you trust me? Do you trust me?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
I told Joe, not knowing that he was friends with this person, I said, I don't get this person's comedy. I don't get, like, who told them they were funny. And to his defense, he defended them to the death. And I said, all right, you're friends. I get it. I got to tell my friends they're funny.
You're something else. You're something else.
Notice how angry he got there. He got really panicked.
Oh.
You would think somebody's told him that some random from the grocery store is going to bring all his shit in the house. He really freaked out.
Hilarious.
I would never mention any names, Joe.
I know. Yes, you would.
Not on your podcast. On my show, I would.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
This was fun, you guys. This was so much fun.
Right until the end.
Every time you're on it, you do this, and I love it.
I do what?
Yeah,
I contribute.
You really know how to speak and conversate and keep it going.
That's what I do for a living.
Keep us on our toes. And that's why your show is syndicated in over 30 markets.
Not over. We're just about. We're rounding it just because, some join, some drop off. I'm never really sure exactly how many.
And that's a beautiful gift, Woody.
Yeah. Why do you have Menace on so much if his breath stinks so bad?
Hilarious. Okay, first and foremost, Dre. First and foremost, Woody is an impossible person to get a hold of.
That's not
Very
true.
impossible. He's either Woody. Come on, man.
He just doesn't answer FaceTime.
He doesn't answer. He does not answer.
You know what I didn't answer? I get up at 1:15 in the morning to go to work. I get up at 1:15 a.m., which means I'm not up at 10:45 when you try to call. I have the call list right here. So sorry if I was in bed at 10:45. Jo Koy, FaceTime video. Okay, that was the afternoon.
No excuse there. That sucks.
Thursday, 10:38 p.m.
Yeah, pick up. Yeah,
I'm sorry I missed that call. I apologize.
That's all right. It's all right.
About it. You know I love you, and I enjoy getting invited to be a part of your Koi Pond podcast.
Let's do it more.
Yeah, and Dre, nice to virtually see you.
You too, man.
Stay healthy.
Yeah,
it's tough
Woody,
for the black man. You got COVID. You got racists.
Do they have melatonin in a pill form?
It's melanin.
Oh, melanin.
Melatonin is different. Melatonin will put you to sleep. Like,
hey, this black dick will put you to sleep. I love you, Woody.
All right, guys. So I'll talk.
Thank you so much. Everyone, listen to the Woody Show. Over 30 markets. So find out if they're in your city.
It's on the iHeartRadio app.
But iHeartRadio app. Woody Show. This has been Woody. Love you, man. Thank you, and stay safe.
Right. Send all complaint emails to email@thewoodyshow.com. I guarantee they'll be read.
I love you guys.
All right, see you, man.
Bye, guys.